It's called Poem for a New Girlfriend. I'm driving down the highway in the dark, on my way to pick you up, with the ocean on one side and raindrops spattering the windshield, balancing a Coke between my legs. If a baby were asleep in the front seat, nothing would wake it, not the hiss of the long grass waving by the seawall, not the cypress branches groaning in the wind, or the dim necklaces of surf tumbling onto the sand. I'm afraid to do anything sudden on this wet pavement, afraid to change direction or speed up, to give you the small bracelet I bought today in the Castro, or to say anything about the future, as though the car might slide sideways or the doors fly open. So the baby would go on sleeping, a pale shadow beside me, stirring slightly perhaps, its hands like stars in the glow from the dash. Impossible to tell what snow-lit oceans might be swaying under its eyelids, with no cars on the road and the lights out front all turning green in the rain. Thank you.
Millar. Our next poet is Marie Ponsot. Marie's first book was published in 1957. Her second one was published in 1981. In the interim, she raised 7 children, translated many fairy tales, myths, legends, stories that are now kind of standard editions of those fairy tales. And she forged her own style by writing at night when she had her own time. And that style, I see her sneaking up behind me, that style is absolutely unique. Marie will write these tiny, condensed, compressed poems, others that are just astonishingly expansive. She'll write in formal verse, she'll write in free verse, traditional form, she'll try anything. In an interview, she was asked about this, you know, poets who say, well, they only write free verse, or they only write in forms, and she said, she thought that was stupid, to limit yourself in any way. I agree. She's willing to try anything, and you're about to hear some of that. Marie Ponsot.
You are my guys. It's such a pleasure to see you. It really is exciting. I want to qualify that I have 7 children. I have 16 grandchildren and 9 great-grandchildren. Be all blessed, and I have a good recipe for the rest of your life that will be good for you, good for your writing, wonderful for memory, don't throw the papers out. Every 10 minutes, write for yourself. Not a journal, not like what you have to do next week or anything. Just write what you imagine about you. Well or badly, don't do anything fancy for 10 minutes. Everybody, even when I had 7 children, most of them under 7, I could find to do 10 minutes every day. Everybody can do it. That's my order. To all my other grand commissioners, you're all grand and you're all great. 10 minutes, do yourself a favor. And maybe one person in this whole crowd will hear it, and that rejoices my heart. Okay, I want to read you some poems. The first I'm going to read is a sonnet. I'm going to read two of them. This is the first, and it is called Winter. I don't know what to say to you, neighbor, as you shovel snow from your part of our street, neat to in your creek black. I've waited for a chance to find words. Now, by chance, we meet. We took our boys to the same kindergarten 13 years ago when our husbands went. Both boys hated school, dropped out feral, dropped in to separate troubles. You shift snow fast, back bent. But her boy killed himself 6 days dead. My boy washed your wall when the police were done. He says, we weren't friends, and shakes his head. But I told him it was great he had that gun. And he shakes. I shake, close to you, close to you. You have a path to clear, and so you do.